Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Ready, ready. 55. Hey, I don't think you got it, sir.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It's a pickup of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looked
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Jones, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case,
and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. ATK. Like the 59. Rush. Let it go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action, Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Running right is Lewis. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Down. 70. Indy. 55. Bring. Blue draw focus. Time go.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Lewis here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing, Jones. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, stand up. There you go.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Here we go. 60 yards. 64. Green. Get up. Wahoo. Hurry.
2nd and 11. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check 3. Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
On first down, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jones heading up here first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Slayton. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Second and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Slam, slam, slam. 80 weapon.
Jones now throwing again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
On first down, Lewis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They try again with Lewis. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Lewis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Again, it's Lewis. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 27, Jones. This one complete to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never